What's up, everybody? My name is Brent. I am a middle-class board gamer, and I'm coming to you today with three different lists. It is shopping season, and so I wanted to do three lists that would help you with your shopping if you want to get a board game for somebody, but you really don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Those three lists are going to be games. This one is games that are going to be between $40 and $30. The next one will be games that are between $30 and $20. And then finally, we'll have games that are under $20. So three different lists for you. One caveat real quick before we get started with this one is that I looked these prices up yesterday, but the prices could fluctuate. So if you're watching this later and the prices aren't exactly under $40, under $30, or under $20, just know that those were the prices whenever I looked them up. This is the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so maybe there's some deals going on that might go off. I don't know. Maybe you should just go ahead after you watch this and click through the links in the description and go ahead and buy them right now so you can get the deals. So here we go. Games that are under $40. All right, the first one here is Terraforming Mars Ares Expeditions. Now this is a card game based on a larger game called Terraforming Mars. And what they did was they got rid of the big board that's in the middle of that game, and they also got rid of about an hour's worth of gameplay. So this is a game that plays a lot faster, but still uses the cards where you're doing kind of engine building type things and building up an engine where you're getting income, and then you're using that income that you're generating in order to terraform Mars. You need to make it warmer. You need to put water in the oceans. You get some plant life starting to grow, and then eventually Mars becomes this livable place that we can all go and live there. So it is a fantastic card game and well worth the price at under $40. That's Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. All right, another great game that you can get for under $40 is Downforce. Downforce is absolutely fantastic. This is a racing game, and the way this game works is that everybody's going to have some cards that they're going to play. Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bid on a car. And so you're going to have a car that's going around the track, and then you're going to play cards, and these cards will have different cars on them that are going to move, and every single car that's on that card has to move. And so as you play those down, the cars are moving around, and then eventually they pass these different gates where you have to kind of make a guess on who you think is going to win the race. So there's a little bit of gambling in there as well, and of trying to, gamble some points and say who you think is going to come in first. And then at the end of the race, whoever, guessed that correctly plus spent the least amount to get their car that was in the race, plus maybe finish the best. You put all those things together, and whoever did the best wins. It's super fast, really easy to teach somebody and get to the table, and it plays up to 6 players. So this is a fantastic game, again, for under $40 that you can get and either give to somebody or buy for yourself and take along to a family gathering or whatever and really have a great time with it. That is Downforce. All right, another fantastic game under $40 is Seven Wonders. Now, Seven Wonders it's a drafting game where everybody's going to have a hand of cards, and you're going to pick a card from that hand of cards, and you're going to put it in front of you, and that's either going to represent some resources that you can use to buy other cards, or it's going to be points, or it's going to be scientific discoveries that your civilization is making as you're playing the game, or there will be a wonder in front of you that you can use your cards to build that wonder, and all of the different wonders give different scoring options and things like that. It's a really fast game. It's a little bit deep for a gateway game or an introductory game, but if somebody's played a few games, they're going to be able to jump right into this one. You can explain it fairly quickly to them, and they'll understand what's going on. This is another one that plays up to 7 people, and so you can really have a lot of people around the table and playing this one, and it plays really fast because everybody at the same time is choosing a card from their hand and then passing the rest of that hand to the next person, and then you're going to be choosing a card from the cards that get passed to you. So it works really quick. And it's kind of a classic at this point. It's been around for a while, and it's enjoyed by a lot of people. And again, you can grab it right now for under $40, and that's Seven Wonders. All right, this next game is one that I try to champion. I think that is a very underrated game, and that is Way of the Panda. Now, this is a pretty heavy game here, so this is one that you can really sink your teeth into, and really, it's one of those really crunchy type games. Now, the thing is that whenever you look at it, it doesn't look that way because it's got these cute little pandas on the front of it. And I think that maybe that hurt the game a little bit because I think the people who would want a crunchy, deep game see that artwork and they think, well, that game's maybe too light. It's lighter than what I really want to play. And the people that would get drawn in by that artwork are possibly people who don't want to play something as complex as this game is. And so I think the artwork kind of does it a disservice. I don't mind it. I actually kind of like the artwork. This one has some different, you're playing as 3 different characters on the board. And so there is a map board and then there's an action board. And you're moving your governor and your monk and your warrior around and clearing off ninjas off the roads, building up cities. And you're doing all this by taking actions over on the action board. And you have to put down some workers and spend action points. And it's a really neat board because you can work your way down it, but you can never go back up. So wherever you land on that board, you can only go to the right and down until you hit a reset where you reset everything back to the beginning. And so it's a fantastically crunchy and fun game. It's very heavy. You have to think long and hard about what you're doing in this game, but that's one of the reasons I love it. I really wish it would get some more buzz, and honestly, if you're looking for something to buy that crunchy gamer, that gamer on your list that really enjoys deep games, this is a fantastic pickup for under $40. They might cringe at first at the artwork, but just reassure them that once they get past that, this is a really fantastic game, and that is Way of the Panda. All right, this last one is a great game for families. This is Karuba. And so this is a tile laying game where everybody's got the same set of tiles and everyone's going to have the same setup on their player board. And so one person's going to randomly draw out a tile and everybody's going to take that same tile and place it onto their board. And you're trying to get your little archaeologist Indiana Jones guys actually, because you've got 4 of them, from one side of the board or one part of the board over to a temple on the other side of the board. And the first person to get each color to the matching color gets the most points for that color temple. And the crazy thing is that as you're playing this game, you look around after 5, 6, 7 turns, and everybody's paths look completely different. And so it's super cool to look around and see how everybody's kind of playing this game. If you don't put a tile into your onto your board, you use that tile to move. And the number of movement points is dictated by how many paths there are going off of that tile. And so everybody's making that kind of choice at the same time. So this one plays fast. It plays 4 people. So it's kind of that perfect family game that you can sit down together and enjoy. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. It actually plays pretty quick. And again, it's just a fun and easy game to get. And it's a great deal under $40. Again, and that's Karuba. All right, well, I hope you've really enjoyed that list. Be sure and check back up here for the other 2 lists. I'm going to do one for under $30 and one for under $20. Again, with the caveat that these were the prices whenever I checked on these different games, whenever I was putting these lists together. If you have any games that you know of that fall under that level between $40 and $30, throw them in the comments below. If you've played any of these, put in the comments what you think about them, help some other people out, and make that decision on what they might be buying from this list. Again, the link to buy all of these games is going to be in this description, so you can just click right through there and go ahead and pick one of these up either for yourself or for somebody else for Christmas. And stay tuned for the next one. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do that and hit the bell for notifications so you know that whenever new videos come up. And until next time, I'll see you.